Peter Drucker, a widely known management consultant, once noted, "Knowledge is the source of wealth. Applied to tasks we already know, it becomes productivity. Applied to tasks that are new, it becomes innovation." Collaboration is a key means to synthesize multiple points of disconnected information into knowledge that can then be acted upon by the group. Information by itself doesn't equal knowledge, productivity, or innovation. Rather, it's the confluence of information and engagement that leads to knowledge, which is the gateway to innovation. In an ideal situation, the cycle continues as innovation leads to greater engagement, increased knowledge, and more innovation, all of which leads to a better bottom line. Workers within an organization are often drowning in information that's more often than not unorganized, inaccessible, and redundant. It may sound a bit extreme, but a study by the Butler Group determined that knowledge workers spend about 30% of their time searching for data, not using it, not putting it into something of purpose, simply looking for it. Compounding that problem, it's now likely that 75% of white-collar workers work in remote locations. And since distance tends to have a negative impact on employee collaboration, it behooves companies to put in place technology and processes that make information sharing between local and remote workers as frictionless as possible. Of course, not everyone needs to share the same information or have the same access to documents. Employees might need one level of access, contractors or consultants another. That means that collaboration should also have a nuanced view of permissions. The savvisdirect collaboration suite includes products that are powerful collaboration applications in their own right, but even more powerful when they're combined. We all know about Microsoft Exchange. It provides companies with email, calendaring, contacts, and task lists. It works on desktops, laptops, mobile devices such as iPads, and mobile phones like iPhones and Android phones. Then there's Lync. Like most synchronous communication applications, it provides users with instant messaging, video and voice chat, as well as screen sharing. And finally, there's SharePoint. It's a place for users to post version documents for storage and collaboration, as well as do blogging and make wiki posting. Each of the applications is a useful collaboration product, as we said. However, when you combine the three, and you get to a point where collaboration and information begin to turn into actionable knowledge. Some key examples of this kind of product integration are calendaring. We're all used to the calendaring functions in Exchange. Once you incorporate SharePoint into your infrastructure, you can integrate calendaring and tasks between them so that projects can be tracked and tied to actual free time for each user. Further, when you add Lync to the mix, it will look at your Exchange calendars for each person and then display busy and available notifications based upon that person's Exchange calendar. There are also user identities. Setting up mail systems and instant messaging clients and document management usually means creating identities and permissions for users in each separate application. Deploying SharePoint, Exchange, and Lync together, however, means that you can inherit identities, credentials, and permissions from a single Active Directory, immensely simplifying user provisioning. And you get single sign-on as a bonus, so that you can minimize the number of those "I forgot my password" calls to the service desk. Lastly, there's archiving. A common instant messaging feature is to allow the archiving of conversations. Lync offers the same feature. However, it improves upon the basic feature by integrating conversation archives into Exchange so that you can leverage the archive policies that you already have in place for Exchange. Then, using e-discovery features, you can perform cross-product searches for your auditing and compliance needs. As you can tell, the combined features between SharePoint, Exchange, and Lync are enterprise-level features that can be utilized by small and large companies. To ensure maximum collaboration, savvisdirect provides 99.99% uptime, long-term archiving options with geographical data replication for disaster recovery, and wide pipes with redundant 1 gigabit per second network segments. And finally, you can choose the optional fast-forward onboarding if you need help to get your collaboration software configured and deployed within your organization.